Pervy Morgue Man.
I don't like that.
I said I don't like it.
Well, we agree.
We very much agree that we don't like that. And that poor woman. So the original CPR training mannequin produced in the 1960s used this woman's face.
I hate that.
I
genuinely hate
do
that.
not enjoy that.
So,
yeah. Again, I don't know why they decided, oh, wow, we have this. No.
You also have so many others.
And a human person in the 1960s that you could have done it better with.
Someone could have consented.
Yes. Signed a paper saying, yes, I don't mind being the dead person that people practice on from now until the end of eternity. Well, not dead, dying, because you're supposed to be bringing them back to life.
That's the idea, true.
But
also, I mean, you could just do generic effing face. It doesn't need to be modeled after anybody.
I know. I'm like, dude, do you not have artists on staff?
I hate... Whose idea was this?
Pervy Morgue Man is the one that took the picture, and then I don't know who decided to use it.
Who decided to use it?
I did.
We need to have a conversation.
And then also, why the fuck was it fashionable in Bohemian society to have
also
this?
Creepy.
Okay. This poor fucking woman.
No, all right. What goes through people's heads where they say, you know what? I think today I'm going to dress up like this famous unidentified body, and that's really cool.
People do that shit now.
Who?
I mean, people are always like with that macabre, like, I'm dressing like Anne Tudor. Or Anne Tudor, what the fuck? Anne
I have no idea. I'm stuck.
I'm having brain problems today. But, like, you know, there's a lot of people that go on that, like, shocking...
Right, but we know who that is.
Victim. Well, of course, this one, they're going to say, she's so tragic, no one knew her. I'm the tragic, unknown, blah, blah, blah. No, you're fucking dramatic. Go into the sun and stop listening to goth music for 5 minutes, please.
I just like
all of this. And you know what? There's some happy goth music. Find that shit. And stay away from the unknown dead girl who's just trying to get some peace. Pervy Morgue Man ruined everything.
This is... I have... Okay.
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
So,
I have problems with this.
We're going to end this.
Okay.
I don't want to think about Pervy Morgue Man anymore, though he's probably going to haunt my dreams. I'm going to wake up and go, Pervy Morgue Man!
I mean, look, we're stuck with it now.
Yeah, we are. Death masks fell out of favor once photography was developed and more readily available.
Makes sense.
Yes.
I approve.
Post-mortem photography was also known as memorial portraiture or a mourning portrait.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Mourning, like you're mourning the dead.
Yes.
In the beginning, photography was a lengthy and expensive process. So the popularity grew as the corpse didn't need to itch their nose or get up and take a break.
That's true.
Because a lot of times when they were trying to take portraits of like children, because of the length and process, they would get what was called the phantom mother syndrome. And if you've ever seen someone taking a picture of a newborn, most of the time it is mom or dad laying on the ground with a blanket over them, and then the baby is laid on them so that the baby stays calm and can sleep and can be curled up and comfy.
I did not know that.
Yeah. And also, if you have to take a portrait of an infant for, like, a passport, you have to sit there with a sheet on and hold your baby. Because they can't get the baby to sit there.
Yeah.
Obviously. So they would have these problems where they're trying to take a picture of a child. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the child is going to get bored and fussy. Back then, it was an extremely lengthy process where you had to hold still for a long amount of time, which is also the reason why people didn't smile. Because their faces would get sore.
No, that's fair too.
So they didn't smile because they had to sit perfectly still for a long period of time, which for children is important.
That's why they always look so freaking unamused.
You couldn't hold a smile for as long as it took. You would lose it.
You can't really hold any expression.
No, you really can't. So that's why they all kind of look like the DMV.
Deadpan.
They've been through the DMV line 27 times.
Yeah.
But they would have this thing called phantom mother syndrome because the mother would have to shift the baby. The mother would have to, like, they'd be taking as much of a break that they possibly could to settle the baby. So you would have a picture of a baby, and then because of the exposure issues, you would have kind of this phantom ghostly woman behind the baby. It was their mother, but the mother wasn't sitting still for the portrait. So it's just catching glimpses.
Interesting.
Yeah, they look creepy as hell, but it's not really phantom mom. Mom is trying to settle the child so that they can get this fucking picture done.
I'd have to see it.
Yeah, we can look it up later.
Okay.
But obviously expensive, so you didn't do it often, and very long process. So a corpse is not gonna have to pee, he's not gonna have to itch his nose. Not a problem.
Yeah.
It also gave the family a memento of their lost loved one. It's a little dark, but if you have the artistic ability like myself, which is just distorted stick figures, you want an accurate depiction of what your loved one actually looked like. So there are some creepy family pictures where they're all posing with the deceased. Because again, this was expensive. This is going to be literally the only photograph you have of this person.
Yeah.
So a lot of times there's pictures of mothers holding dead children. There's pictures where someone is posing next to their dead spouse, and their dead spouse has their eyelids taped open to make them look like they're alive, and they have wires holding them to the chair. Because in life, they never got a portrait, whether time, money, or whatever. So this is the one and only portrait they're ever going to have. So let's do our best not to make them look dead.
Oh my God.
Or then there are the ones where they did take pictures of them and it was obvious that they had deceased because they look asleep. But that replaced the commonality of the death mask of trying to keep a visage of this person. And obviously for forensics, they went away from that once photography and post-mortem photography came about.
Because if photography was able to fill a need.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. And no more Mr. Waxman coming into the morgue to pour all over the face of dead grandma.
I think dead grandma would appreciate that.
I think dead grandma would appreciate that, and hopefully he took the Pervy Morgue Man with him. Like, no bitch, you're not allowed to be in here. Leave.
Yeah, that's really creepy.
It is extremely creepy.
That guy was really creepy.
I don't enjoy that. They didn't name him for probably a reason.
We did.
Well, I mean, Pervy Morgue Man was probably his legal name. I don't know how you say it in French. Ma, how do you say Pervy Morgue Man in French? Why are you my daughter? Just answer the question, mother.
I cannot wait until a few weeks from now when your mother actually listens to this and you call me up and say, Mom said this.
I love you, Mommy. Thank you for teaching me weird words in French. But that is all I have on Death Mask.
Okay. That was something.
Yes, it was.
I don't even know what to do with that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed the podcast, please leave us a review, like, share, subscribe. You can find us on social media. We're on Facebook at Our Trivial Obsessions. We're on Instagram at Our Trivial Obsessions. We have a YouTube channel. It's Our Trivial Obsessions.
It's a theme.
It is a theme. We're on Twitter at Our Trivial Pod.
Deviation.
Yep. We have a website, www.ourtrivialobsessions.com. That's where you're going to find our episode extras and references. You can also listen to full episodes there too, if you like.
Mm-hmm.
And you can email us at randomqueensobsess@gmail.com. Random.
Because we are.
Queens.
Because we are.
Obsess.
Because we
do. Email us with any episode topic requests you want us to tackle in the future with our own.
Have you seen any death masks?
Or anything you'd like to contribute to an episode. If you have seen a death mask, if you own a death mask.
Oh God, passed down? Would you like a visage of your great-great-grandmother's face? No, too bad, because I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
It's haunted as fuck.
Anyway, feel free to reach out. Email us at that address. And otherwise, I think we're good.
Okay, see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.